to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career, but that will to win, he's had that probably since birth. And it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Wait, set, round 80, round 80. Six guys, check six guys. Hey, hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they will run it with Michel. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now Steven Gronkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
One thing that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough, knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect of his teammates.
51! 180! 51! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. A look now at the Miami offense.
I remember when Laramie Tunsil was coming out of Mississippi and I was evaluating him for the draft in 2016. Ended up writing down a description that I tended to like, and I'm going to use it here now. He's got feet like a receiver. He's got a body like an offensive lineman and hands like a boxer. Put it all together, you got a heck of an offensive lineman.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Fitzpatrick. Able to locate Wilson. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
180!
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard, he can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Brady now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Brady now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Keep in mind, they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Gronkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
The point after try for Gronkowski. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the ground is Michel, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You go tight. You got tight. You got it.
They'll run with Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Sugar.
On play action, now Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Run 80. Run 80. Check, 43. Get that quarterback. And on.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, hold 66.
On the ground, this is Michel. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Go Bandit.
Now Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait 10. Wait 20. Wait 20 hit. You ain't doing nothing today. 72.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
380. What twist? What Ozzy?
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. Dorsett's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Wait 10. Wait 20.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That's complete to White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Brady, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point try for Gronkowski. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
I got you. Mike 51.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run it with Balaj. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with Drake, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mike. 53. Mike. What we got?
On first down, Drake. Dante Hightower on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now. You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Hey, Mike, 180! Tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in. Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes. And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right? Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going. Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time. They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Brady now on 1st down. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well. A well-thrown ball? Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wait, that 380. 52 the light.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wait, 20! 52 right here. 52. They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, second.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Wait, that 53! Check 52's the money. I don't even know why this team showed up. Wait, what do you got?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch out.
Following the penalty, Michel works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wait, that wide, 80! Check tight.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He's going to go up top for the it. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 29 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gronkowski the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fitzpatrick will set up the screen to Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Fitzpatrick. Caught. It's Wilson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And Wilson has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Caught by Wilson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Fitzpatrick, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gronkowski for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to it after the pick six, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And it's Michel once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from White. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gronkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Sanders on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now Michelle, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
A give to Michelle running right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
72.
On second down, Michelle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.